Hi friends, welcome back to my online class. My name is Vishwanath. This class chapter is triangles and the topic Thales theorem or basic proportionality theorem, which is simplified as BPT. BPT means basic proportionality theorem. I am going to prove the Thales theorem in this class. Before that, some important points you have to note down to prove Thales theorem, which I have taken from the 9th standard or 8th standard syllabus. Regarding the triangle, in acute angle triangle ABC, in ABC all the three angles are below 90 degrees, so it is an acute angle triangle. In acute angle triangle ABC, if you take BC as base, which is its side? So which is its side? So which is perpendicular to BC? Here for BC, AD is perpendicular. Therefore, AD perpendicular to BC. BC is base, AD is perpendicular to that. Perpendicular means 90 degree to that. The second example, right angle triangle ABC. In right angle triangle ABC, if you take BC as base, AB become its height. BC as base, AB become its height. But in the previous triangle, acute angle triangle, for BC, height is inside the triangle. BC is a side, AB is not the side of the triangle. BC is a side and AD is perpendicular to that. But in right angle triangle, BC and AB both are sides of the given right angle triangle. For BC, AB become its height. So here the two sides are acting as base and height. But in the first example, one side is a base and another is not side, but it is perpendicular to that within the triangle, inside the triangle. Let's go for the third example. ABC, or ABC is an obtuse angled triangle. ABC is an obtuse angled triangle. In ABC, what is perpendicular to BC? BC is a base. If we take BC as a base, which is its height? Usually height means 90 degree to that. If we construct perpendicular to BC here, it is not meeting to the opposite vertex. So therefore, what you need to do, extend the base BC to the left hand side and draw perpendicular from A to that BC here. Write it as A. Now in obtuse angle triangle, the perpendicular, otherwise height, to the base BC comes out of the triangle. In acute angle triangle, height is within the triangle. In right angle triangle, height is already a side. In the third type of triangle, obtuse angle triangle, height is not within the triangle, it is out of the triangle. So AD perpendicular to BC. If you extend BC, then you get perpendicular to that base. So AD is perpendicular to BC. AD is perpendicular to BC. Very important, note down this. In obtuse angle triangle, height is not within the triangle, it is out of the triangle. Not for all the three vertices. For this, where obtuse angle is formed, for that angle adjacent sides, height is out of the triangle. The next important point, which is taken from 9th standard syllabus, two triangles lying on same base and between same parallels or equal in areas. Two triangles lying on same base and between same parallels are equal in area. Example, if you take AB and CD as two parallel lines, if you take AB and BCD are two parallel line, draw a triangle, mark 2 points on CD as PQ On PQ, draw a triangle PQR. PQ is base, PQR is a triangle. Take same PQ as base, draw one more triangle PQS. Look at PQR and PQS triangle lying on PQ. That means two triangles are lying on same base. Here same base is PQ. On PQ only both PQR triangle and PQS triangle both are lying. PQS and PQR both the triangles are lying on PQ base. And both the triangles are inserted between CD and AB parallels. Look at both the triangles are lying on same base PQ and both the triangles are congested between two parallels. So therefore these kind of the triangles are equal in area. Triangle ABPQR equal to triangle PQS. Both are in area. Triangle PQR and triangle PQS both are equal in area because both the triangles are lying on same base. PQR, PQS. Both are on same base and between same parallels. Both the triangles are between AB and CD parallel. Both the triangles are lying on PQ. Therefore, both are equal in area. So, these two concepts are very important. The first point is in obtuse angle triangle, the height to the base adjacent side of the given obtuse angle triangle to the base height is out of the triangle. If you extend the base, then you get the height to that base. The second point is two triangles are lying on same base and between same parallel, both are equal in area. These 2 points are very important to prove Thales theorem. Let us go to Thales theorem now. Or PPT. Statement. In a triangle, a line drawn parallel to one side divides the other two sides equal in ratio. This is the statement of the Thales theorem, students. I repeat, in a triangle, a line drawn parallel to one side divides the other two sides equal in ratio or proportional. They are in proportional. The required diagram for that statement when you are practicing, use scale and pencil. For my convenience, I am using pen and scale. See, ABC is a triangle, as in the statement, in a triangle. So here, which is a triangle? ABC is a triangle. A line drawn parallel to one side. A line drawn parallel to one side. So let BC as one side and we'll draw a line. So look at a line drawn parallel to one side. For BC one side, we are drawing a line that is parallel. Let this line be DE. ABC is a triangle. D is a line which is drawn parallel to one side. D drawn parallel to BC side. D is a line which is drawn parallel to BC side. Divides the other two sides. If you draw a line DE parallel to BC, what this DE does? This DE divides. This line drawn parallel to one side, this DE line is dividing the other two sides equal in ratio. This DE line divides the other two sides. So DE line drawn parallel to BC, you know that. DE is a line which is drawn parallel to BC. What this DE line does? This DE line divides the other two sides. Which are the other two sides? AB and AC. BC is, first of all, it is a side of the triangle. For this BC, D is a line drawn parallel. These two are now parallel. This DE line drawn parallel to BC dividing the other two sides. Which are the other two sides? AB and AC. This AB and AC are the other two sides which are divided in equal ratios. So AB side is divided into AD and DB segments. AC side is divided into AE and EC segments. But BC line is not divided because D is a line which is drawn parallel to BC. So this is drawn parallel to BC, but this DE does the dividing of AB and AC. So now AB side is divided into AD and DB segments. AC side is divided into AE and EC segment. But BC side is not divided because for that only D is drawn as parallel. So now what our proving result will be, AD is to DB is equal to AE is to EC. That is the meaning of the Thales theorem statement. A line drawn parallel to one side dividing the other two sides in equal ratio. That means AB is divided into AD and DB segments. AC is divided into AE and EC segment. This AD and DB segments ratio will be equal to AE and EC segment ratio. So we'll follow the steps. The steps of the theorem are, first is given. To prove any theorem, follow the steps. First is given. The second one is what to prove. That is to prove that. TPT means to prove that. What is given, what to prove. The third one is construction. The construction is required to prove any theorems. Here also we are using some construction. The next one is proof. So these are all the important steps of any theorem. So we'll follow the steps. First, given. What is given? The given you can find out from the statement only. In a triangle. So in a triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, a line drawn parallel to one side. In triangle ABC, D is a line drawn parallel to BC. Look at, in a triangle, ABC is a triangle in which a line drawn parallel to one side, DE drawn parallel to BC. Therefore, in triangle ABC, DE parallel to BC. Divides the other two sides are in equal ratio. That comes under proof. Almost half of the part of the statement become given. The result, if you do something on the given diagram, what result it gives, that become to prove that. What to prove that? It divides the other two sides are in equal ratio. So this DE line dividing the AB and AC in the two segments, that is AD by DB. Ratio means division, no? So AD by DB. So AB line is divided into AD and DB segments. So AD and DB ratio will be equal to AE and EC ratio. AE and EC. So this is our to prove that AD is to DB or AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. Construction. So construction I write later because we have to do some changes on the diagram as construction. Additional construction we are doing on the diagram. So later I write the construction part. For better understanding, what I do, I use a reading pen and a blacking pen. First you join B. First you join B and DC. You join BE and DC, so that you can write in the construction part BE and DC were joined. Where construction is not over, only BE and DC are joined, still more constructions are left out to prove the Thales theorem. BE and DC are joined. So what I do, I use a reading pen for better understanding. So I mark, I trace the lines. So which are the lines are traced? Those triangles, separate it and mark in the proving part. So what I do, which are the lines are traced? Those diagram, I repeat once again. Look at this part, I separated from the main diagram ABE, ADE. This part I separated, which are traced by reading pen. That diagram separated. Now for ADE triangle, consider AD as base, draw a perpendicular. Already I taught you how to draw perpendicular. ADE is an acute angle triangle. ADE is an acute angle triangle. So in acute angle triangle, perpendicular to the AD base comes within the triangle. So if AD as base, definitely your height will be here. AD is the base, height is here. Mark it as F. AD base, EF height. Next, take another triangle, that is DBE. First, ADE is an acute angle triangle, therefore height is within the triangle. AD base, EF height. But DBE is not acute angle triangle. DBE is an obtuse angle triangle. In obtuse angle triangle, height is out of the triangle. That is, if you take DB as base, height is not within the triangle. Already I taught you. In obtuse angle triangle, if you take BD as base, height is out of the triangle. That is, if you have to extend the DB. So when you extend the DB, EF become height. So for ADE acute angle triangle, AD base, EF height. But DBE is an obtuse angle triangle. So therefore for DB, height is not within the triangle, that is out of the triangle. Finally, this EF is the height for both the triangle. For ADE triangle, AD base, EF height. For a DBE triangle, DB base, but height is the same EF, which is already height for ADE triangle. Now, what we do in the proof part, consider triangle ADE and triangle DBE. In triangle ADE and DBE, area of triangle ADE divided by area of triangle DBE. You know area of the triangle formula, half into BH. Some other formula also there, Heron's formula, and equilateral triangle, some special formula we have. So the common general formula is half into BH. Area of triangle ADE. Area of triangle ADE is equal to half into base into height. For ADE triangle, which is base? AD base. And for the same triangle ADE, AD is base and height is EF. EF. Whole divided by, now area of triangle DBC. Area of triangle DBC also half into BH. Half into B, base into height. So for DB triangle, base is DB. For DB triangle is an obtuse angle triangle. So base is DB, but height is not within the triangle. It is out of the triangle. That is EF itself. For ADE triangle, AD base, EF height. For DBE triangle, DB base, but height is the same EF. EF and EF get cancelled. Off and off get cancelled. Finally, AD by DB. AD by DB is your result. Mark this as equation 1. Implies. Now, consider. So again, we go back to the main diagram. Other than this threading, so now I trace one more part, that is this part. Now select this part now. Which part I am tracing in black ink, that part you select and separate it. So this is the part I separated. Before ADE, DBE, this part, this side. So now the other part opposite to the previous diagram which is selected, ADE and DCE, this part. Before ADE and DBE, now ADE and DCE, that only is selected here. The first equation proof of what methods we follow. Similarly, we'll follow here also. ADE triangle, here if you take AE as base, height become thus. So mark that as G. AE base and DG height. But DCE triangle is an obtuse angle triangle. Similarly, what we followed here, in ADE triangle, ADE is an acute angle triangle, so acute angle triangle, so therefore height is within the triangle for AD base. But DBE is an obtuse angle triangle, so height is out of the triangle. Similarly, here also AD is an acute angle triangle, so height is within the triangle. DCE is an obtuse angle triangle, therefore height comes out of the triangle, that is DG itself. In ADE, AE base, DG height. In DCE, EC base, height DG itself. So from this side, AE base, this is height. EC base, height is same because it is an obtuse angle triangle. Consider triangle ADE and triangle DCE. Area of triangle ADE by area of triangle DCE. So this ADE and DCE triangle areas I am dividing. Area of triangle ADE, that is half into base into height. Half into base is what? AE base, and height is DG, which is perpendicular. Look at the second triangle DCE. In DCE triangle, same half into BH, half into base, which is base, EC base, height become out of the triangle. For BC, height we cannot draw within the triangle, it comes out. DG. DG cancelled, half and half cancelled. Finally, AE by EC. Finally, you get AE by EC. We mark this as equation 2. The first equation result is AD triangle and DBC triangle ratios are equal to AD by DB. Second equation results AD triangle and DC triangle ratios are AE by EC. Look at in both the equations 1 and 2. In the numerator are same. AD triangle, ADE triangle. But denominators are here DBC triangle, here but DCE triangle. So both are different in the denominator, but numerators are same. Numerators are same, look at. But denominators are here DBC and DCE. What this DBC and DCE speciality in the main diagram? Let us see. Look at DBE, DCE, DBE and DCE. So to change here, it is not DBC, it is DBE. Sorry, it is DBE. DBE triangle and DCE triangle. Look at both the triangles are standing on same base and same parallel. You invert the diagram and you check. Look at DBE triangle standing on D. DCE triangle standing on D only. Look at both the triangles are standing on DBE on D, DCE on D. So therefore both the triangles are lying on same base. And also both the triangles are between same parallel. Because DE parallel to BC. That is already written in the given. DE parallel to BC. And both the triangle DBE triangle and DC triangle are lying on the same base. So therefore DBE and DCE are equal in area. So we can write triangle DBE is equal to triangle DCE. Both are equal in area. DB triangle and DC triangle both are equal in area. That is this part. So this part I have taken from the main diagram. For both the triangle, D is the common base. DB triangle and DC triangle, both the triangles are lying on D base. If you observe from top, you understand both are lying on DE base and between the same parallel. Therefore, I write DB triangle area is equal to area of DCE. So from 1 and 2 now. From 1 and 2, in 1, ADE by DBE. In second, in first proof, ADE by DBE. In the second equation, ADE by DCE. ADE equal, but the denominators were different. But now we proved the denominators also equal because both are equal in area. Area of DBE also equal to area of DCE. Now from 1 and 2, what we can say? ABE numerators are same. DBE and DC denominators were different, but both are equal in area. Now we proved. So therefore from 1 and 2, left hand sides are equal. Left hand sides are equal. ABE, ADE, DBE, DCE also equal in area. These two are same already. The denominators are equal in area. So that also becomes same. So therefore what we can say? The numerator equal, denominator equal. Totally LHS of both the equations are equal. Then we can prove that AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. From 1 and 2 we can say AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. From 1 and 2, the first one AD by DB, the second one AE by EC. Both are equal because both the equation LHS are equal in area. Therefore, right hand sides also equal. AD by DB and AE by EC both are equal. So finally, our theorem to prove that was what? AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. That we proved here. AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. In construction, some part were left out, that is BE and DC were joined. Only that much we have written. Some other construction, what we did here in the first part, EF perpendicular to AD. The second part, DG perpendicular to AE. Both are drawn. So that we mention here. The first equation, EF perpendicular to AD, and the second proof, DG perpendicular to AE. DG perpendicular to AE are drawn. That you have to complete. Finally, our BPT result is obtained. Hence, proved. Repeat once again. In a triangle, a line drawn, which is a line here, D is a line which is drawn parallel to BC, is dividing the other two side. AB is the other two side. AB and AC are the other two side, which are divided into AD and DB part, AE and EC part. Those parts are equal in ratios. So construction, what we have to do the construction, this to join, that is BE and DC join. BE and DC join. Then in proof, go step by step. First, the half part of the diagram, separate it, and in that there are two triangles are there. In the first triangle, try to draw perpendicular to AD base, and for the second triangle, that is obtuse angle triangle, for that base is there but height is not within the triangle, that is out of the triangle. That height is already used in the first acute angle triangle, that become height for the same other triangle also. And both the triangle areas, using half into BH formula, try to write some common things removed, we obtain some result, that is equation 1. To obtain the equation 2, the remaining half part of the main diagram, separate it and draw. Try to draw perpendicular to ADE triangle and DCE triangle. ADE triangle has AE base and DG perpendicular or height. For another triangle, that is a obtuse angle triangle, height is out of the triangle, that is already drawn for the first acute. There also two triangles area ratios equal to half into BH, half into BH. Some common things are removed, we obtain. The first result ADE by DBE, second result ADE by DCE. ADE, both the numerators are same, but denominators were different. But the denominators were different, of course, both are but equal. The reason is both the triangles are standing on same base and between same parallel. On that basis, these two triangles are equal. Finally, we can say equation 1 and equation 2 are equal, as LHS are equal, RHS also equal. AD by DB is equal to AE by EC, that we wrote here. This is already written in TPT, that is to prove that. So in TPT, what is written, that once we obtain, our proof finishes. So from 1 and 2, AD by DB is equal to AE by EC, hence proved. Finally, we can conclude that in a triangle, a line drawn parallel to one side of the triangle divide the other two sides in equal ratio. These two are the equal ratio, hence proved. Homework. Practice the same, that is theorem or BPT. Practice the same Thales theorem or BPT thrice. Don't you? Yes, it is easy once we practice well. Hope you got this. A big thank to you. Thank you.